So fucking let's catch everybody up, man. It's been 30 days.
Yeah, why don't you start the show off proper?
I guess we can do that.
Has it been that long?
I'm out of practice. Yeah. I'm out of practice. All right. Hey everybody. Welcome to the Bloody and Sutty show. I will be, and always have been, SuttySmash.
And I am now and always will be a Bloody the Elf. And we've got a solid show for you today.
This is a podcast
for functioning derelicts and by functioning derelicts. Yeah, I'm out of practice too.
Out of practice.
That's what happens when you don't run the show for a month, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's been so long. I was mid-scene, like I was saying in before we started.
Yeah.
I was mid-scene edit to get rid of these black bars along the top and the bottom.
They're still there.
They're still there because I was like, why is there this blank spot? Oh yeah, I was gonna do things, and then I didn't because we had to get on and test.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't. So here we are. Fucking yeah, we do have a good show. Go ahead and continue with your statement. I'm sorry. I apologize. That I cut you off
so
in such a way.
We have a phenom show this evening. We got status of the show. What's been up? It's been a month. What's been going on? What happened? Why have we been gone for so long when we have been so dedicated, if not obsessed with our own
lives?
Yeah. So yeah, like where have we been for the last month? What is? Then we got a little This Week in Dumb. We have.
Ooh, we're doing that. Okay, we're going full on.
Yeah, and then I've got then we got Rotten Tomatoes game tonight. A surprise theme. Get ready for this. Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for
this? There it is.
You have come from a hockey game.
Mm-hmm. They played that a few times.
About 25 years. Quarter of a century running. We got that going.
And but no, it was fun. Funny thing that happened at the hockey game tonight that I wanted to share with you because I feel like you, if not anyone, would appreciate this more than anyone.
Okay.
We were talking briefly right before the game started. We got there a little bit early because they're giving away like free water bottles that have the little thing for the first like 5,000 people that showed up. So we got there early. We all got our bottles, yeah. And I actually didn't have one, so I'm not upset about it.
Sure.
And it was we were talking about how the hockey players are paid significantly less than other sports, like professional athletes. And it's just basically all due to marketability. There's not as much money in the NHL as there is in the NBA, the NFL, and the
MLB.
And so we're playing the game, and game starts. We get scored on almost immediately, which was about on track for the way that game was supposed to go, because they are significantly a better team than the Coyotes are. And then we scored, then we scored again, and then they scored, and then we scored, and then we scored again and again and again. We won 7-2-3. It was a wonderful game.
But
like,
what's happening?
It was crazy. It was just a non-stop success train, and all was aboard except for the Tampa Bay team. They were not aboard that train. And we started.
Pardon my coughing. I'm still getting over this.
You're fine. You know this. So we started to heckle the other team's goalie, where after every time we would score, the entire arena would chant, "He shoots, he scores, hey goalie, you suck," and over and over and over again. And my mom started to get mad because she was like, Don't repeat that. I don't like that. I feel like you're gonna hurt his feelings." And I was like, "Mom, he's a professional athlete. I don't think he gives a shit."
It's like his last name is Stevanovic. He was dodging missiles 10 years ago.
Dude, he's gonna be fine. It was. It's like Vanovis.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of V's in it. Way more than there should be.
Lots of consonants.
Very, very few vowels. And he's either like Ukrainian or Polish or...
Yeah. His last name is 18 characters long and there's an O in it.
Yeah, and
that's it.
The name's so long it goes across the back and then like starts to go down a sleeve, like it's that long. And but it's like Sam, like it's and so after a while my mom gets a little upset because she worries that we're gonna hurt this guy's feelings, who's the other team's goalie. Like he was gonna start to cry. And I was like,
sweet.
Mom, do you have any idea how much money this guy's making right now? Like, he doesn't make $100 million a year. But she was like, I don't think they make that kind of money. I think they make enough to make a living. And so we looked up his contract because why not? We have the mobile devices with internet. And the guy makes like, it was like $9.5 million a season. And I'm like, oh, Mom, he don't give a shit. Any of this. And on top of that, they're already going to the playoffs. Like their season has been that good that they can buff one out real bad.
This is just a formality.
Yeah, like they were there because they were required to by contract, not because they actually gave a shit. And but it was pretty funny. And then after that I was like, now, did you want to chant in as well? But it was fun.
Fuck you and your money.
Yeah, she was like, "Fuck that goalie."
Your mom's such a sweet lady.
She is. She was sad for him. She said, don't. I don't like that.
You guys watching? You sent me that video of your mom watching fucking
Dawn of the Dead
movie. Dawn of the Dead. Yes.
Yes.
Like, oh no, he's not gonna
she's
go
like this.
in. It's on the edge of her seat.
Literally on the edge.
They don't figure that out yet. Anyone know her name?
I have another name.
Guys, do you want to move into the other room? There she goes. Where's your gun? Holy shit! Where's your freaking gun?
And just talking
funny.
like a black dude in a movie theater. Like
he's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead.
He's gonna bite him. He's gonna bite him.
Where's your gun? Get your gun.
Why don't they ever carry guns, Evan? So, I don't know, Mom. I don't know.
Because you voted for stricter gun legislations, Mom. That's why.
It's so good.
She was funny, though. She's so funny. She's the sweetest.
Your mom is hilarious.
Sweetest.
So what else is going on in your world, man? What else has happened in the last 30 days?
Oh, so much. Notice
the background looks a little different.
I did. I intentionally left the screen off so that we could see that I don't have the same room anymore because I live in a different domicile now. Mm-hmm. Kind of a lot going on with me. Yeah. So let's see. I am divorced and living in a really shoddy apartment in a scary neighborhood now. So
it's not that scary.
It's kind of scary.
As
Did I tell you?
Privileged white male,
yes,
I can see where it would be scary. But
as someone who was born in the suburbs, this is a little scary. No, did I tell you?
People hang out at the Circle K by me. I don't understand.
I don't like it. There was youths out there. So
some man was sleeping at the bus stop.
Yeah, he had a lot of cans. No, my cousin and I live in the same community. He lives down the way, kind of over by the street. I live a little bit further back and up on the top floor because YOLO. Did I tell you about this? What happened to my cousin's apartment?
Oh, the brick?
Yeah, someone threw
but tell everybody.
So one night he's a little tipsy with his roommate, Marvin Astley. And
is he a Jew?
Uh-huh. And
okay.
He's a Jew flight attendant. And
they're gonna be exits at your sides.
Use caution while exiting.
Make sure you secure your oxygen masks first.
And then apply it to the young ones.
The little succubuses, fuck them anyway.
It won't matter because we're all gonna die if this actually comes down. And he and Marvin are a little tipsy one night, as they do, and they were blaring early 90s country music, and like on a
Toby Keith as loud as they could
on a Thursday night, like at like 10 o'clock. And someone got pissed and threw a brick through their front window.
I didn't hear the country music part. I just heard the fucking...
We found that out later. So what happened was someone got pissed and threw a brick through their front window. And then when I got home, there were like 3 squad cars, and you could see them from the street.
Shut the fuck up, honky.
Yeah. That's not how they would have said it. It would have been more along the lines of, "Shut the fuck up, honky." But
is that how it goes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's awesome.
But it was pretty funny. Someone threw a fucking brick through his front windshield because, like, along the outside of the community, there's like these rock gardens, and they're fairly large, like river rocks. Yeah. And someone just picked up one of those and right through the front window.
That was that rock's fate.
Mm-hmm. And
written in the stars.
The community or the apartment complex is a little bit slow on their maintenance, so they just boarded up the window and called it good.
Old Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse got out there with this fucking nail gun. All right, you're gonna be fine. So I knew about all this clearly, because we're best friends.
Yes,
we're best friends.
I told you. I think as it was happening, I'm like, "What's happening?"
You told me. And you can cut me off and tell me I'm out of line. I've been encouraging you for this step for the better part of
6 years
before you got married.
9 years.
Now that said, your wedding is still the best wedding I've ever been to.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. But so I helped him move, right? And here's the thing: what Bloody asked me, he was like, "Hey, Sutty, can you help me move?" And I was like, "Absolutely, dude. Anytime. What do you need? Tell me."
No, I did not ask you to help me. You told me you would be helping me.
That's true.
What day was it? That's the kind of friend you are.
Yeah.
Not do you need help? Like, it's when is your move?
Like, hey,
I will be there.
I'm helping you. Tell me when you're doing that. And Bloody should have employed me to help him when he was packing, because Bloody got a truck and he was like, the truck is full, and he sent me a picture, and in post I want you to put the picture up right now. Okay. It's very apparent that Bloody has not moved or packed a truck with any kind of regularity like I have.
Many moons.
Because when I pack a truck, it's like fucking Tetris. That thing is full, like floor to ceiling full. Like, it is packed tight. And Bloody sends me a picture and is like, it's full, I can't put anything else in here. And there's just like 4 feet of clearance fucking from the middle to the ceiling, and I'm like, nope, you got plenty of room. And it's like, I can't shut the door, it's not gonna lock. And,
you're not wrong so far. You're nailing it.
That's that.
You're killing the game here.
I'm like, send me a picture, and he sends me a picture of the U-Haul truck latch just not going all the way. I was like, you gotta slam it down harder, like a man, like roll it all the way back up, grab it, and throw it down like you're fucking, like it owes you money, and then that latch will just go right on there. Chef's kiss. It'll get there. How did you end up getting it down there, by the way?
The ramp wasn't all the way up, so every time it was hitting the ramp at the bottom, it wouldn't go through.
Because he didn't push the ramp in like a man.
I didn't know he was supposed to push it in all the way. I only pushed it until it stopped going in, and then I
The ramp
realized
was heavy.
it kind of was a little bit.
But that said, Bloody told me I told Bloody I was gonna be helping him move. Now, when I said that to him, I thought I was gonna be one of the people that were helping Bloody move. I got to his place, and Marie and the wee baby Samara came to help. You know,
They were a big help. Marie did things.
Marie did do things, and the wee baby Samara worked those stairs. She's getting up and down those things. But I got there, and Maria's like, "Is anybody else coming?" Like,
Eventually.
I'm like, I don't know. Well, that's a story in and of itself. But fucking, so it was just me and just Bloody and myself moving all of this stuff, which granted, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't that much stuff. How long did it really take? In 2 hours?
I mean, if we would have just gone balls to the wall, it would have taken an hour and a half.
At most,
we were being very leisurely about it.
It was a lot of, I'm going to stand here for a minute.
Yeah, it's like,
look at that.
Apparently we ran into some fucking covered parking with the U-Haul that I don't recall whatsoever.
Yeah, that was the thing. You know what's funny is somebody didn't hit the covered parking. They hit it twice.
What?
They hit it, backed out, went down to the next one, hit that one too.
Jesus.
And then someone said that, well, hey, they said that it was a tall guy with longer hair and a beard. So they asked me if I had hit it, and I said, no.
Hold on, I gotta.
That's gonna
set up
break.
the phone for smart. It won't. That case is bulletproof.
Oh, I thought it was a mug. I don't know.
Pelvic thrust my way back in.
Sometimes you just gotta put a little fuck in it.
You know what would have been a smart play is pull Samara over here with me. But it's too late for that now. That ship has sailed.
You aren't a smart man, but you do know what love is.
I never claimed to be. I never claimed to be a smart man.
You didn't. That's okay.
But yeah, so we got everything moved pretty, efficiently.
That was a Saturday night too. So Saturday we moved here. The internet got turned on. I got
oh my god. What did he say? What did he say to us? So there was a situation. He was from Kenya,
Nigeria, maybe.
Who was installing this internet, and it was like. So
we're not saying that because of the color of his skin, although that was accurate.
It was a thick African accent,
and it was kind of cool, right?
It was cool.
Were you slightly turned on by that guy?
I was hard. I was hard.
Sport a little mahogany.
Yeah. So Bloody was getting this installed, and he, like an idiot, is renting the hardware from his cable company, and when he's like, okay, and the password, I can't do that fucking accent, but the password was, you know, numbers, letters, and then what was the word he was saying?
Answer. At the end.
Yeah.
Answer.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. So it was like, okay, 9, 7, answer. And
that's the base we all made.
Marie and fucking Bloody and myself were just like,
it was dead silent in the room of what the fuck did you just say?
We were trying to tactfully get the password again, and so
oops, I accidentally deleted it. Say it again.
Bloody's like, oh man, yeah, accidentally deleted it. Can you say that one more time? Okay, 9, 7, answer. And all of us are just like. So Marie's like, oh, okay, let me put it into my phone. Go one more time. K, 9, 7, answer. And then I just lost all my shit. Like
couldn't handle it anymore.
They were like lap pillows, and I just grabbed all 7 of them, and I was just
buried your face in them.
Fucking buried my face in it and started cracking up. I'm like,
it was so bad.
This is the funniest thing that could ever happen. And I felt terrible because he was just unfazed, just going about doing his job, and I'm like, nobody's ever connected to this Wi-Fi ever. It's just gonna live like that forever. Oh man, it was so good.
That was classic. I'm like, this couldn't go any other way.
So then, yeah, then your family showed up.
Yeah,
deep.
They came later.
Right. They did. We only had your TVs and to unload your car. They showed up at the most opportune moment ever.
Yeah, they brought me a big ass like robot air mattress bed, and then which we're gonna get into in a minute, and then I had to go get my TVs from the old house, and then just unload the shit out of my car, which was just my computer stuff, which was no big deal. It was just the stuff that was like, I don't want to put this in a truck because it's probably going to get broken. It's fragile shit.
Like James's computer.
Oh, that was so funny. When that thing booted and like posted and then like...
You're like, oh my god.
I was worried. I'm like, I'm going to have to buy him a new fucking computer. With all that money I don't have.
Terrible.
You didn't do anything. It was just like poor planning again because it was me. I had this. All right, so.
Well, I should have pulled it out on its own. I unwedged it from the spot that you had it in. And as soon as I pulled it out, the fucking whole case is like, right under the metal floor of a fucking U-Haul, and I'm like, oh, that'll be fine. It probably just shook some dust loose. It's gonna be okay.
It was loud too.
I'm like, it's not gonna be okay.
That's broke. But it was.
The tempered glass is okay, so it should be fine.
That's how most things work, right? And the couch was pushed up into the truck, and then right between the wall and the couch, there was like about this much room. So naturally, I put my son's computer right in that, like, and it was like it was really squeezed in there pretty good, and it was kind of up a little bit because there's like these little spots where that they like would stick the carts. What are they called? Dollies. And so it was sitting up on top of one of those little stick-me-ups. And then when we popped the couch out, that thing fired like spring released into the bottom of that truck, and it was so loud that I ducked a little bit because I thought I didn't know what it was, and it was kind of like a bam.
He's not used to being in that kind of neighborhood.
Look, dude, this is what a princess looks like. All right, I don't know how that works, but
I've never had bars on my windows.
that's true. I've never had bars on it. I just still don't.
I have.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
And you're
I'm
better
half
for it
Mexican.
too, though, right?
Am I though? I don't know.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. The Muppets.
Muppets.
So that was 4 weeks ago. No,
Was it really? No, it wasn't.
that was
No.
2 weeks ago.
That was 2
I've lived here
weeks
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were going to stream that night. I had a show all planned out.
We were gonna stream that night, and then I came home, and so here's how that day went.
Yeah.
Right? Marie and I had a suicide awareness walk
Yeah.
that we did, because Marie lost her brother's suicide back in 2016.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that since then. So we got up really early, went and did that, and then immediately after that we went to go help Bloody move. So after Bloody moved, or after we helped Bloody move, I went home and fully intending to start a stream up and fucking get our podcast going and all that shit.
Yeah.
And Marie is very much pregnant. So I was trying to
Yes.
put her down, rub her back, and all that other fun stuff. And what women don't realize is as men are rubbing their back and laying in a bed with just a smooth, slow, like rhythmic motion, it's like, yeah, that's nice. Then
That's gonna
we
knock us
start
out too.
Fading, start
Yeah.
fading as well. And so that's what happened. And then I woke up at like 1:30 to like 6 text messages from Bloody, like, "Did you fall asleep, you son of a bitch?" I was like,
I moved too.
"Yeah, I should have."
You had a long day though. Your day was actually longer than mine.
Marginally. You want more? Hold on, I gotta get Wee Baby Smart some more
6.5
milk.
hours later.
It won't take that long. Give me a sec. I'm not even gonna go to intermission.
You should eat that because that looks really good.
I'm not gonna eat it.
You should eat it.
Nope, not gonna do that. That's the thing is when Samara's done with something, she doesn't just was like, "I'm done." She's like, take every individual piece of
Dismantles
everything
it.
that's left. Yeah. See, and the plate separately. Couldn't just hand me the plate with everything. She's gonna drink some milk and then she's gonna hand me that. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
And now up. Maybe. Oh, she forgot a piece. Okay.
Okay.
Put that over there. All right.
She's funny.
She's good for now.
And but whatever. So anyway, back to lasso that, reel it back in. That was one of the weekends. What was? Do you remember what we were doing before then? The weekend before? 4 weekends ago? Why we couldn't stream?
No, something else happened. Things happened. I don't fucking remember, man. That's forever ago. I don't remember what I did 2 days ago.
Oh, I was living with my sister.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. Living at the resort.
That's exactly what it was. You were living the life of luxury
for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was
That
not
makes
bad.
sense. And then I helped you move, and then fucking that happened. And then I had the last week I had a death plague roll through the house.
Yeah.
So
2 weekends of that, because it was I left on a Thursday night and got all my things, stayed with my mom and dad for a couple of days, And then
your sister.
Then I went and stayed with her because her house is bigger and
yeah, that's exactly
ridiculous.
What it was. So you
2 weekends.
You stayed with your mom and your dad, then with your sister, and then we moved, and then I got the death plague, and now here we are right now.
Yeah,
so that's all the weeks.
You had. Oh my God! Is everybody? It seems fine.
Yeah,
based off that one there.
We all just have a lingering cough. So the thing is, like, Marie ended up getting sick, and she got sick probably the worst of all of us, right? She's also pregnant.
Yeah,
so
that's why.
Her immune system is all fucked. But she was like throwing up and coughing, and she was coughing so much to where she lost her voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wee baby Samara got sick, and she got a fever, and she couldn't shake her fever because she couldn't keep medicine down. And
that sucks.
Because she has that shunt, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the symptoms of her shunt malfunctioning are very similar to flu symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
So I as a responsible partner and father, I was like, she's gonna be fine, and then just kind of monitor, like, kept it in the back of my head, like, this might be a thing, we might need to visit it and whatnot. But she's been sick before. And here's the thing, she's two and a half. She's been sick one other time before this, like real sick.
Yeah.
Which is impressive for a toddler, you know.
Yeah.
But so she got sick and was thrown up and all that other garbage. And she's a fucking champion when she throws up. She's like, ugh. It's like, and done.
Pick that up. Piece by piece. Take this now. I'm done.
Pretty much. And but she couldn't shake this fever. Her fever got up to like 102.4.
Yeah.
And I was giving her a lukewarm bath, try to regulate her temperature and whatnot, and she threw up in the bathtub. And,
that sucks.
Is in the situation, that's kind of the okayest place to throw up.
Yeah.
But after she did that, she's just so tired. She's just like,
yeah.
Just fucking exhausted and lethargic, and her eyes rolling back. And I'm 100% sure now is because she's so tired. But those are very similar symptoms to her shunt malfunctioning.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, the wee baby Samara, when she was a baby, or when she was in the womb, she was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, which means you have the brain produces too much cerebrospinal fluid, and you have ventricles in your brain that normally filter that out. But hers produced too much, so it would make her brain swell.
Mm-hmm.
So what the shunt does is it drains that fluid down, and it's fucking nuts. They put a shunt in there, which is just basically like a draining tube from her brain, and then it goes through a tube down and filters into her abdomen, where it just absorbs into the body. She got that surgery done at 1.
Like a Spartan warrior.
Yeah, and she just bounced right back from it. But sometimes they malfunction. Sometimes you have to have surgeries to readjust them. So I'm aware of the signs that, like, if something were to happen. So Marie was sick, so I took her to the urgent care to go get her taken care of. She couldn't keep any medicine down, so her fever was still really high. So they put that pipe cleaner up her nose to fucking test for the flu. And then she had the flu, so Marie ended up going to the emergency room, because if you're pregnant and you get the flu, then it can cause some issues. So she had to go to the emergency room to make sure that her and the baby were okay. So me and Samara were just kind of hanging back, and she had flu meds and whatnot. And I'm sitting here like, I've got the immune system of a fucking god.
You actually verbatim said that?
Yeah. And
then
I was taking care of these ladies, and everything was all right. And then the next day, Bloody and I were playing games, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something that I don't want to admit to myself. My body's really tired right now. Like, I feel not great. And the next morning, woke up and I'm like,
there it is. There it is, Pop.
And,
I got the black lung.
I see. So then I ended up getting it, but to a much lesser degree. Like I had the cough and the sniffles, but I didn't have any of the throwing up and junk. Going down, baby? No? Okay.
I'm good.
But yeah, so now all of us kind of have a lingering cough, but
Yeah. But all is well.
yeah.
Mom and baby are good. In utero
Yep.
child good.
Yep, everything's good. Oh, we came up with a name. Did I tell you?
Is it my name?
So, no.
So you're still working on it, is what I hear.
Avina? No. Because it's another girl. Obviously. So this is a name that I threw out to Marie with her because I'm very much into video games, and more specifically, I'm very much into Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed from,
Everything ever.
everything ever in the history of everything. But Samara is the name of a character in Mass Effect 2. She's the Justicar, very old lady, very like battle-hardened warrior of the Asari race, right? The second baby, I went ahead and threw the name out again, just for shits and gigs. The name that I had thrown out originally, which is also a name for Mass Effect. And I threw out a few names for Mass Effect because I'm a fucking nerd. And Marie ended up being like, I really like that name. It's really pretty. So the second baby is going to be named Liara, who is, she's real happy about it. Fucking another Asari from Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. So Liara is the name of the new baby.
That's a good one. What's the chick that
my babies?
What was the character's name who wore like the white flight jumpsuit and had a nice ass? What was her name?
Oh my god, that was not Ashley. Oh my god,
Miranda
Lawson, yeah, played by Yvonne Strahovski, and I've had a thing for her since Mass Effect 2. I started seeing her in everything after that, and I'm like, Bloody's gonna post in post. He's gonna put a not so subtle screenshot from Mass Effect 3, where it's just like frames dat ass, just right there.
Dat ass.
That's
only 6 letters.
But yeah, man.
All right. Oops.
So here we are.
Let's punch that right there.
But we will continue now that we're back together again. Keep this going. Keep this back to a regular thing. I don't know what episode are we on right now.
If there were only a way to discover such things.
Yeah.
20-something. 26.
No new celebrities have died that we have on our lists.
We had one while you were. Because it was within the last month.
Oh shit, it was. All right, so yeah, Kirk Douglas kicked the bucket. He was on my list.
Yeah.
So he is out.
So it was really funny when that happened. You were talking to Ryan about
Phillips.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
And I talked to my friend Alondra at work. Alondra is damn near producer at this point over this shit because
Lolita, welcome in.
Hey Lolita. Most of the work that I do, I run for the show, which is most of it. I run by her because
by most of it, he means all of it.
Yeah, and
he does everything.
I do nothing. You're here now. I mean, this is the extent of what you do.
Like, that's it. I'm the talent. That's it.
She
I'm
was
trying to
very.
part my mustache with my tongue right now. Ready?
Yes. Oh, that's gross. Stop doing that immediately. Oh, I don't know why your children or lady friend love you.
I don't know either.
That's gross.
I'm an unlovable human being.
You are awkward and impossible to love. So anyway, Kirk Douglas dies, and she is very distraught over that. Not
Why?
because she was a Kirk
Amanda's
Douglas
dead.
fan, but because now your list is more correct than mine was, which she had.
On the flip side of that, right? I'm at work and I had told Phillips about this several times, and I'm like, Phillips, Kirk Douglas died, and he's like, seriously? Like with a big ass smile on his face, and he's like, oh my god, I just realized a man died, and I was excited about it. Like a man lost his life. I was like, but to be fair, I mean, Kirk Douglas, he was dead 10 years ago. He just didn't know. He didn't know, and his body didn't know until just apparently whatever the date that was.
Yeah, Lolita, thank you for your follow and welcome in officially.
Lolita.
Finally, only took a minute.
What do we call that talent? Oh man, Lolita. It's squat thrusts. That's my talent.
Yep, that's it.
Just got off work and it's good to see you. Lolita, it's good to see you. How was it? Was it a gig? Did you do a gig?
To be seen.
I hope it was. But yeah, so I have 4 more, and I feel deep in my loin. You know who else would have been a good one? But I thought about it today.
Michael J. Fox.
Oh man, it's not terrible. Not terrible. But no, and now that I said it, I don't remember. So let's just skip right over that because I forgot entirely who it was that I was thinking of.
Cool. How about a little This Week in Dumb? Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, so we got a news story about Harvey Weinstein's attorney. And,
Another one?
well, granted, this is all 2 weeks old now. So it's not this week in Dumb, but the week of the 7th in Dumb.
A couple weeks ago in Dumb.
I got this all ready for the show after.
This 30 days in Dumb.
And Harvey Weinstein's lawyer says she's never been sexually assaulted because she would never put herself in that position by Weinstein. So essentially said, I don't think he ever did any of this because he never sexually assaulted me because I never let him. That would go ahead and make her a bitch.
Speaking of sexual assault, you know who's in town today? Louis C.K.
Oh,
He's doing a comedy show here today.
I would have
And
liked to have seen that.
I saw on Reddit somebody posted, "Hey, I have an extra ticket. Does anybody want it? It's $38." And like a deep part of me really wanted to go because man, I fucking love Louis C.K. And I think he was done a little bit dirty.
A little bit?
Because, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it. Consent thing. I mean,
dude, you would have been Me Too'd so many times.
so many times. I can't run for office now.
No, that's done.
Like, it's if my dreams of running for public office are done because of the times I could have been Me Too'd in the past, I'll be like, he was really aggressive. It's like,
he was.
that's just what,
He was very forward. That's yours now.
Yep, that's clearly mine.
Then we have another news story out of Pennsylvania. A Pennsylvania school calls the police after a girl with Down syndrome pretends to shoot teacher with her finger. We gotta call the cops
So she
now.
did douchebag finger guns.
Yeah. Lolita says,
Was it a touch of the Downs or was it full on Downs?
Oh, it was a full painting.
Oh man, so it was teacher, hello, boom, 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 boom.
So what happened was the teacher frustrated her with something, and she sat at her desk and she said, "I shoot you." And then they called the police.
Wow.
And then
That's fucking retarded. That's what that is.
The school is now backpedaling a little bit, and they're like, well, we do have a zero tolerance policy. And can we all agree that zero tolerance policies are the stupidest fucking thing on the planet?
It absolutely is. Yeah.
And that is This Week in Dumb.
Hey, there it is. Oh my god.
And anyway. Yeah, mother smugger.
Ask me. I'm fucking ready. Wee Baby Samara's ready. Clearly, look at this. She is ready.
So we were going to do, when we were 2 weeks ago, when we were going to actually do the cast, and you fell asleep on me. We were going to do a show that's basically pretty much about shit that's happening in my life. So I made a Bloody the Elf themed Rotten Tomatoes game for you.
Did you?
And these are all my favorite movies.
Oh shit, okay.
Alright, so do you want to go over the rules of the Rotten Tomatoes game for all the friends at home? Or do you feel like that we've played this enough now that they've got it figured out?
I feel like we played this enough that people get it. Let's just go.
Alright, so first movie. This is gonna be awesome. I love every single one of these.
I think this is gonna be a terrible game for me.
I am so excited for every single one of these.
Dude.
Yeah.
Before you start, you know what movie we watched today that was actually really good?
The Muppets.
Yes.
Also watch October Faction if you haven't. That's great.
October Faction.
It's very, very good. It's Monster Hunters. Very good. Right. The monsters are fan. We're like, oh, I love this. What's happening right now? Is that a phone or a lollipop? You just said that anywhere.
Just put that anywhere. Do it up? All right, hold on. Give me a sec. I gotta get this baby up because she runs this shit.
6.5 hours later.
Pinky up like a classy son of a bitch.
That's what I bring to the table, class.
All right. Sorry about that.
You're good. All right. You ready for this?
Your favorite movies?
It's just for fun, too. Yell out the name of the movie as you figure them out.
Boondock Saints.
No, it's not on the list.
Oh, okay.
Because we already know that one. All right, Lolita's ready. Are you ready?
Okay, I am, yeah.
A deep sea submersible.
Deep Blue Sea.
No. Part of an international undersea observation program. This has been attacked by a massive creature, previously thought to be extinct, and now lies disabled at the bottom of the deepest trench in the Pacific.
Oh my god.
With its crew trapped inside. With time running out. Yes, the Meg. An expert deep sea rescue diver, Jonas Taylor, is recruited by the visionary Chinese oceanographer boss named Su Yan, and there's a megalodon. This is directed by John Turteltaub, starring Jason Statham, Bing Bing Lee, and Rainn Wilson from 2018.
Bing Bing Lee?
Bing Bing Lee. Bing Bing Lee is...
Oh my god. Alright,
The Meg.
I'm gonna say it's rotten 47%.
Okay, next movie.
What do you mean next movie?
Oh, you want me to tell you what the actual score was?
Well, yeah. I need fucking trivia facts. Like, we gotta, you know,
Bro,
thing.
I'm out of practice. All right. You gained. It is indeed rotten. At 46%. You're off by 1.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
That was close.
See,
that was close.
You're pretty good. And
I'm really good at this.
Ruby Rose is one of the other cast members. She played the one with the short dark hair, kind of alternative looking. She almost drowned making that movie.
Oh, dope. That god, how shitty would that have been? She died making the Meg.
The Meg. She died for the Meg.
Not worth it.
And in real life, Jason Statham actually is an expert swimmer. In the 1990 Commonwealth Games, he represented England in diving. Footage of him competing can be found online. Most of the shots of him in the water are real. A stunt double was, however, used for the more hazardous shots.
Like fighting sharks.
Like that, for instance. They don't want to risk Jason Statham's life fighting a megalodon.
Obviously.
You get eaten. Alright, next one. This is one of my... Ooh, I love this movie. 2 loose cannon narcotic cops investigate the flow of ecstasy into Florida from a Cuban drug cartel. Directed by Michael motherfucking Bay. Starring Will Smith, Martin Lawrence,
2?
Gabrielle Union from 2003 and Bad Boys 2.
Oh man, Gabrielle Union. Oh,
Ow.
I've had a thing for Gabrielle Union for
Long time?
Gabrielle Union. If you're watching this,
Because she didn't figure out watch it.
I know you're with that Lakers dude, but you know, if you want a guy with a much smaller penis, then the Lakers dude.
You are packing a baby arm, bro. You're fine.
I don't know. Oh, I didn't tell you. So fun fact, today we went to breakfast or ish brunch.
Yeah.
We went to brunch at this place called The Place over here on like 51st and Bell.
Yeah.
And we were waiting, and I was trying to rein in the wee baby Samara in the waiting area, right?
Yeah.
And some guy comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, excuse me, man." And I was like, "Yeah, what's going on?" He's like, "So my son thinks that you're Aquaman."
You told me about that.
And did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
What just happened today?
Oh, sorry, it happened yesterday or day before at the store.
What happened today?
Yeah, you were like, because Marie was like, ugh.
Oh, no, that was at Costco. Some lady said, has anybody ever told you that you look like Aquaman? Today, some father of a child was like, "Hey, my son thinks that you're Aquaman. Would you mind just indulging him a little bit?" So I had to pretend I was Aquaman today at a fucking breakfast place.
I'm loving everything about this.
This 7-year-old wanted to meet Aquaman. So I told him, I asked him if he wanted to be a superhero when he grew up, and I told him that he should listen to his dad, and then he could accomplish all of his dreams.
Unless it's to be a member of the Mickey Mouse Club, because that ship sailed 25 years ago.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake, that's the last one to do that.
But if his dream is to be a Walmart greeter, that dream's never gonna die.
In there.
You can still dream that dream 20 years after you're dead, and it still be realistic.
Oh, I needed somebody to tell me that growing up. Rapidash, you're such a cute man.
Copacetic genocide. He is correct. It was Bad Boys. Bad Boys 2.
All right, Bad Boys 2. That one is fresh at 72%.
72%?
72, yeah.
All right. Well, your last time you gained 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. In fact, that's pretty fucking good. That is the second best score you could get.
You just say dope.
And on this one, you gained... Hang on.
All right.
Hang on.
Take your time. Take your time.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 49 points. It is rotten at 23%.
What?
Isn't that some bullshit?
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
All right, so...
Yeah, and while they were making this gigantic pile of shit film that evidently nobody liked except for me and you, while this movie was shooting on one side of Cape Florida State Park, on Key Biscayne, the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Miami somewhere. Too Fast, Too Furious was actually on the other side of the same park filming there.
Because of course it was.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because of course it was, yeah.
And in return for illegally tapping into a phone line, Fletcher, remember Fletcher? The computer guy?
Yeah.
Fletcher asked for 4 seats at the Miami Heat versus Los Angeles Lakers game. This was actually played by John Sally, is actually a retired professional basketball player.
I did know that.
Who played for both teams.
Oh no shit!
He played for the Heat and the Lakers.
I did not know that part.
They are the baddest of boys.
The baddest of boys. So I'm at 80.
Well, you gained 49 points, and the last one was 1, so you're 50.
I thought it was 79.
72 is what you guessed, and it was ranked 23. That's 49.
Oh, okay.
So you gonna get it, whatever she's reaching at.
Yep. She wants the light. There you go.
You ready for your next film?
Yep.
When Robin and his Moorish companion come to England for the tyranny of the Sheriff Nottingham, he decides to fight back.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Men in Tights.
It's Prince of Thieves. It's directed by Kevin Reynolds.
Kevin Costner. And
starring Kevin Costner, Morgan Freeman, and Christian Slater from 1991.
Yep. And fucking, how can you forget fucking Alan Rickman?
Yeah, he's on there too. Christian Slater, motherfucker. And keep the stitches small. I had that on VHS, and I watched it every single day at 5 a.m.
I watched it forever. And god damn it, I feel like this is gonna be lower than I want it to be. Lily, you haven't seen either of what? Bad Boys? Because at this point there are 3 Bad Boys.
I've seen all
Or
of
are
them.
you talking about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and or Men in Tights? Because either one I'm going to be equally as upset about. So I mean, there's no right answer.
I have not seen this movie in probably since 1995, but it still holds a special place in my heart.
Child,
yeah, I don't know how well this holds up.
Vividly, I remember him kissing the beach.
Oh yeah. Did you have it on VHS?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember the trailer movie that was on that one?
Yeah, it was Bryan Adams. It was a Bryan Adams fucking song.
No. The trailer to the movies, like previews. Remember how on VHS tapes, like when you first put it in, it would give you a few movies that were like coming out soon, like coming to VHS.
Yeah.
$14.92, dude.
Your feature presentation, yeah.
It looked awesome. Lolita hasn't seen another one of this. That's sad.
No, she hasn't seen Bad Boys, Robin Hood, and Men of Tights. It's like, oh, Lolita. Those are not correct at all. Lolita, quit. Don't you ever fucking apologize to me. I know it's been a while.
Yeah,
don't fucking apologize. I'll get to see them this week. All right, so
Pizza Hut
Prince of
commercials.
Thieves. All right, so Prince of Thieves had to be fresh because of the star power that was behind it.
Kevin Costner.
At
Morgan Freeman.
But just not great because I remember critical reception.
You remember critical reception at 1991?
In my brain, because I remember it not being what it deserved. And as an adult, I remember looking back at it and being like,
she's looking back at me. See, that she never really got it.
77%.
It is rotten, my dude.
God damn it.
And you gained another. It's rotten at 51%. Just barely rotten. You gained 26 points, though.
Ugh.
So that puts you at 76.
Ugh.
So Christian Slater actually ad-libbed Will Scarlett's line, "Oh, fuck me, he cleared it." After Robin and Azim are catapulted over the castle wall, director Kevin Reynolds kept it in the movie because it was funny despite of the historical inaccuracies. And Carrie Ells, who played the fair Maid Marian, was offered the role of Robin Hood but turned it down because she thought, oh wait. Carrie Ells was the guy who played
Men in
Robin
Tights.
Hood and Men in Tights.
Yeah.
And he was offered the role of Robin Hood, but he turned it down because he thought the plight was too contrived. He did, however, portray the character in the spoof, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Okay. That makes more sense. I was like, Maid Marian didn't get that offer.
Nope.
What the fuck you talking about right now? All right. Fair enough.
Yes, sir. All right, and this one's a little nod of the head to producer Alondra because she said she'd never seen it, and I lost my shit on her for pretty much an entire day at work. Okay. The human city of Zion defends itself against the massive invasion of machines as Neo fights to end the war in another front, while
fresh 82%.
Also opposing the rogue Agent Smith. This was directed by the Wachowski brothers.
Sisters.
Lana and Lily's sisters, yeah. This is starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Hugo Weaving from 2003, The Matrix Revolutions.
Oh, Revolutions, okay.
This is the third part of the series.
Ooh, the third?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, God, all right. So that changes things a bit.
It does.
Fresh at 57%.
Okay.
God damn it, you're doing math.
I'm writing it down. I can't find the percent. There it is. I'm way out of practice here. It is indeed 57 is actually rotten, what you guessed, but it is indeed rotten.
I thought over 50 was
over 60 and over. D and higher.
God damn it.
It's like school.
Okay, my bad.
Copacetic genocide says 64. It is rotten at 35%.
What?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't that
Okay,
bad.
first of all, fuck you. That movie was a genius. So you're up another 22 points here.
The thing that got me was the Constructicons Agent Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one where it's all the Agent Smiths that made the giant Agent Smith. That's where I was like, getting fucking ridiculous.
That was in the second one.
That was the third one. That was their very last battle.
Oh, you just fought him one-on-one in the very last battle.
No, he did not.
Which movie did the Agent Smiths
make one giant
make
Agent Smith?
One big Agent Smith? I'm not finding it.
Just trust me. It's the last one.
Actually, I know it's the second one.
Okay.
100%. The third one, they all just stand there and they have taken over every human in the Matrix, and they all just stand and watch because he has seen it and he knows how this ends because he had absorbed the Oracle.
Well, that's fair.
So they didn't need to. And then the second one was when he has just found the thing. All right. While Frodo and Sam edge closer to Mordor with the help of the shifty Gollum.
Return of the King.
The divided fellowship makes a stand against Sauron's new ally, Saruman.
The middle one.
The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, from 2002. And yeah, so that was, of course.
You can finish the description. I'll quit interrupting you.
The divided fellowship makes a stand against Sauron's new ally, Saruman, and his hordes of Isengard. This was directed by Peter Jackson.
Lee, who is the most metal human being to have ever lived.
Well, it is correct. It was the Two Towers from 2002.
Fun fact, in the Two Towers, Peter Jackson tried to explain to Christopher Lee what it sounded like to have when a man is stabbed and the sound that he makes afterwards. And Christopher Lee looked to Peter Jackson and said, I know very well what it sounds like when a man has been stabbed and is pleading for his life. Shut the fuck up.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, it did.
Awesome.
Because Christopher Lee was part of the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare or something along those lines.
Leave an extraordinary gentleman?
Close. Pretty much. But he did a lot of stuff that's still classified to this day in World War II. And he was like part of special ops that was above the SAS. And he hunted Nazis. Like, that's just what he did.
Oh, he's such an inglorious bastard.
When he was like fucking 20,
that's
he
badass.
did this shit. And he killed many a Nazi.
Killed me some Nazis, and I will get mine.
And Peter Jackson was trying to explain what it sounded like when a man got stabbed in the back. And he's like, I know what it sounds like when a man gets stabbed in the back. Like, from experience.
Yeah, he's killed a man, is what he's saying.
Peter Jackson. Yeah. And, so fucking Christopher Lee is the most metal person to have ever lived. Because of that, the Two Towers is fresh at 81%.
Lord of the Rings Two Towers is indeed fresh. You said at what?
81. 81.
Cool.
God damn it, you're doing math.
I'm just writing it down, baby.
You say that. You said the last time. You're like, just writing it down. It was rotten. You 67 points.
It was fresh at 95%.
What? That's real generous, because that wasn't that good of a movie.
It was a great movie.
Great movie. The Incident, the tree people?
Yeah, it was the second and the third one they were in, though.
Yeah, that's 66% chance of it being one of those movies.
Nailed it, bro. You got it.
You just frame that.
All right, let's add up your scores. Let's see how you did. Did you keep it under 100?
Not great. Did not do great.
You got an Evan game that time. We got a little bloody on it.
It was over 100. Over 100 for sure.
Yeah, it is.
I think Phillips might still be awake and be willing to join our Wilson crew.
Your score was a daunting 112. On my favorite movies.
Which was a great 90s R&B band. 112.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Rotten Tomatoes game.
There it is.
Embrace it.
There's my mic stand. I hit it. But yeah. Not my greatest showing there, but you know. What are you gonna fucking do?
I've done far worse. It's fine.
You have. Fucking. What was the movie?
Two Towers. Oh fuck.
No.
Oh, what was
the
it?
zombie one.
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
It was bad though.
It's an arcade video game.
Is it House of the Dead?
House of the Dead.
Something like that.
That's not it, I don't think, but it was something very close. Doesn't matter. Anyway,
it's bad.
We talked about today on the Bloody and Sutty show. We caught up to what's going on in our lives.
Why we've been gone so long.
YouTube. Why we've been gone so long.
Series
shit happens in your guys' lives as well. Our goal is to keep you entertained day in, day out. We apologize that it's been so long that we were on a month hiatus, but know that we keep all of you in the highest regard and look forward to seeing what you guys have to say in the comments below. And you're obviously welcome in the live streams at twitch.tv/SuttySmash, SuttySmash, twitch.tv/Bloody the Elf. as well as our YouTube channel, which is, you know,
The Bloody and
you're
Sutty
watching
Show.
this right now. Yep, you're in it. But thank you again so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you, and hope that you are having the greatest day and living your best fucking life. Like I said at the very beginning, I have been and will always be SuttySmash.
And I am the greatest Bloody the Elf of all time. Reminding you guys, keep it posy.
In my fucking
And she is climbing a stairway
stairway to
heaven.